Been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year. You seen that meme going right? Charlotte Bay put his face on it, the dude from the car rental place, he was like, where the money resides, where the money resides. You know that shit is funny.
That nigga retarded.
He's gay. I don't know if the dude is gay or not, but he got that. Like that voice where a dude does that voice, he like with a money beside this song, put his face on it. So that shit had me dying laughing, bro. And then that shit just made me. I took the cadence. Been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year, been a hell of a year. Let's get 2020 the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Got 10 more days left.
Yes or no? But I like the lessons we learned in this year, you know what I'm saying? As a whole, as a people, us being just with this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Everything else that's going on around us. Yeah, man, this year was a hell of a year, man. This shit really fucking hit.
Yeah, man. Reality check like a motherfucker. This is a Mike Tyson uppercut followed by a body blow.
So shout out to y'all. Y'all still sticking in with this episode, you know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year once again.
Shout out to Canelo Alvarez beating the shit out homeboy from London on
Something
Saturday.
Smith, I forget his first name.
Column.
Mm-hmm. Column Smith?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what he was, because his name sounds weird as
He beat him and his brother up.
For real?
You jumping that nigga. That's me and Mike at the end of the night, boy. Now we outside. You getting smacked with a steel chair. We jumping him.
That's crazy. We could start right there, too. We could start with boxing.
In front of his
sports.
mom. You're not going to whip both our ass in the ring. Now you got to see us outside. This valid, right?
Yeah.
It's valid. You beat the shit out both of them.
That's how
This
shit
one
go.
on Saturday? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. He put hands all on that boy. He put hands all on him. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I got to finally watch the whole fight, the highlights.
He walked him down.
Yeah, he took the first 5, 6 rounds to get to know him.
First one, yeah.
But he got his hits in, but he was getting to know him. Then by like the 6th round,
It was
like
Terminator mode.
2 minutes into the 6th round, it was like everything moving, and then the lefts coming in, body shots. He'll teach a short nigga how to fight.
Bro, I was so mad, like how short niggas was mad what happened to Nate Robinson. I was going for Canelo, but I'm like, remember I sent you the screenshot?
That was a big boxing moment this year.
Yeah, I guess. I sent you a screenshot. I said, yo, boy, mad tall. He's 6'3". That shit kind of had me like, son, he just used his jab enough. He might, make it look a little different.
Yeah.
He ain't do none of that. And it just looked weird to me to see someone 5 inches shorter walk a nigga down, bro. That's like Taquan walking me down in a fight.
But that I think that Floyd fight early in his career taught him a lot.
Mm-hmm. He was smacking his punches away and walking forward. I was like, look at this shit here. Only thing I give Smith credit for was he kept his streak going in his career. He never touched the canvas.
Yeah.
And a few of them shots.
But you just got your ass.
Yeah, he got his ass. It was so bad, I usually don't say it because I want to see the knockout. But I was like, throw the towel in. Like, throw the towel in. And it wasn't like he wasn't fighting back. He was fighting back the whole fight. It just wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't resonating. And remember, Canelo moved up to him.
Yeah. And he looked diesel in that fight.
Bro, it looked crazy, son. I was like, Jesus, throwing a towel is nothing he's gonna do. He might die in there. But I understand. Heart of a champion. Cool. You die in the ring.
Who your boxer of the year? Boxing had a hell of a year.
Boxer of the year?
Berlanga?
Might be Edgar Berlanga, man. Might be Edgar Berlanga, man.
Timothy
Lopez. Javante with the knockout of the year. I think that's the knockout of the year. That uppercut.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Crawford. Well, he had like one fight this year, man. But what's the name coming back and fighting, beating Danny Garcia?
Aaron Spence.
Aaron Spence.
But that's one fight. That's why I would say.
But Berlanga.
I would say Berlanga because he put more shows.
He had 3 fights this year, right?
Or knockouts.
He had 3 fights this year, right?
Yeah.
And he still got that streak alive, first round.
All first round
KOs.
knockouts. When Javante took, if I'm not mistaken, he took
He had 2 fights this year, right?
David?
Yeah.
Yeah, beginning of this year.
And then the end of this year.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, yeah.
And he took
He's a beast, and he ends his pay-per-views.
He took his belt.
Yeah, that was crazy.
With a knockout, uppercut. So
Then we got to see Mike Tyson step back into the ring.
Throw some flurries.
Throw some flurries against Roy Jones. That was a cool moment for the year in the sports world. You know what
I like that. That was cool to see. I don't know. I felt like I was in a time capsule because it didn't look odd to me. And besides Roy looking the way he did,
But
watching Mike throw punches, it just looked right.
yeah, that shit was cool too. But to be honest, that's why I wanted to start in the sports world. Because this is the 2020 recap. And we started 2020 at episode 80.
Mm-hmm.
We at episode, this should be 143 or 144, whichever it is. But we just going to call it a year in rap, right?
Uh-huh.
So that
2020 hindsight.
Yeah, so that came from, we noticed the coronavirus 7 episodes in.
I feel like I won't put my hat on if you got to.
7 episodes in. I believe I put it up there. It's right there. I got you. Yeah, it's right there. It was episode 87 where we realized what was going on.
Right.
Because then episode
Yeah,
80, episode 88 was the
That's
first
like
quarantine episode.
88?
Episode 88 was the first quarantine episode.
Okay.
So between all that,
Reported live from the slums.
the next episode, this is why I'm saying we have to start with sports. Because we start the year off episode 80.
Mm-hmm.
And then episode 81 was dedicated to who?
Kobe?
Kobe. Because Kobe passed away.
Yeah.
So that's sports related. You know what I'm saying? So we like, everybody's mourning that. The NBA season is in full swing. LeBron just passed Kobe in Philly, correct?
Yeah.
This is 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in January.
Yeah.
David Stern had just passed away.
David Stern had just passed away. So we like, damn, it's about to be a rough year, bro. Little do we know. In episode 87, we like, yo, it's Utah against, I forget who they was playing. I think it was Indiana or some shit like that.
No, they was playing the Thunder.
Okay.
Because remember, Chris Paul was on the court, and he walked over, and they was like, yo, move, move. He's like, yo, get back. He's like, what the fuck going on? He ran over. He's like, yo, I don't know what the fuck going on. And that's when they told him to clear the court.
That shit damn near like the Space Jam movie. Yeah. So, then Corona hit. And then all that shit. And so, that's why I wanted to hit with sports, because then we was also in the swing of the XFL came back.
Yeah, it was lit.
That was this year, right?
That was this year, right?
Litty.
Yeah, because Boy played for the Panthers.
Yeah, it was getting crazy. And then that shit had to shut down, you know what I'm saying? So then when everything shut down in the sports world was when we was like, fuck it. We still doing sports episodes. We doing our tops list and all this other shit.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moments from that time right there?
We argued about something. Who was it? Was it the Sinners?
No, I think it was Power Forwards. Because
It
we
was-
put Kevin McCallum there.
Yeah, I think it was that. That was like one of my favorite. You know what? My favorite moments always when we
And then
argued.
you was debate. Well, I was debating between KG and Dirk.
Yeah, I found that highly disrespectful.
Yeah, because I put Kevin McHale in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take Kevin McHale out and put Dirk in there because I put KG in there.
Right.
So
I thought it was just crazy that you had Dirk out
some
on Kevin
old
McHale.
nigga.
Yeah, that ain't make no fucking sense to me. Right?
And Rob Gronkowski.
Number 1 tight end.
Two.
You.
He's number 2 for me.
Oh, he's number 2.
Tony.
You're right, Tony, and then you had this nigga.
Mm-hmm. Then Shannon Sharp.
It makes no sense.
Yes, it does. Shannon Sharp says he's better than him.
I don't give a fuck what Shannon Sharp says. Give a fuck what Shady says.
Good old Shady.
Give a fuck what he talking about.
Yeah, we had some moments with that shit. I like the top.
He's saying that because he don't want niggas on his ass on Twitter. He's slick balls. Like, no, he's not better than him. He's not a better route runner. He's not a better blocker. No, he's not.
That we spoke about. We did our little baseball list. Which
that nigga ain't better than Kelsey.
Which this year they talking about they acknowledging the Negro Leagues.
I don't like none of that shit. I don't like it. You like that shit? What you do with that blunt, bro? He's talking. I understand.
Stemming is high to open it, then we close it.
He's over there doing surgery.
Yeah, so we got into all
I don't
that.
like that.
What?
At least, I ain't gonna say no crazy numbers, so I'll say at least 47% of them, 52% of them that passed away. Negro Leagues.
Oh, yeah.
And now you want to acknowledge them and take
Yeah, I don't
steps.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
I feel like because of what's going on, let's acknowledge, suck my dick.
Yeah, it shouldn't have took you 100 years of MLB to recognize people that made the game.
Whack.
You know what I'm saying? So, Satchel Paige and all these other people that did their things.
Better than all these white boys that y'all decorate.
So shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean? We spoke about them too. We spoke about the Negro Leagues and all the teams.
Yeah,
all the Brooklyn teams.
Bro, remember I had the Negro League jersey, bro.
Yeah, with the patches.
They ain't new to me. I ain't grow up and like, oh, let me check in. I've been checked.
Then we got this shit where the college kids, through all this injustice stuff, was deciding to go to HBCUs and stuff like that.
Deion Sanders got 2 of his sons to come around to Jacksonville State.
Yep.
So that's dope, and that's exactly what we need, man.
Yeah, let's keep the energy rolling into 2021, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to build my kids up to be athletes or whatever they want to do, but the intuitions I want them to go to are black colleges, man. I really want that for them. I'm not trying to force it on me, the colleges.
You, Bible State said, intuitions.
I might have.
Yeah.
But that's where I would like them to go. I don't want them to go to none of these city colleges, or I want them to go to these universities, and
Then oddly enough,
culture.
NASCAR spearheaded the whole sports world. They started, and Bubba Watson was the face of our shit. Remember that?
Yeah, but I spoke on that then. I don't know, bro.
Nothing about NASCAR, right?
It ain't just.
But I'm just going through the events that happened with the sports world. That's why we started with sports.
I didn't understand the outpouring like sentiments for our community out of like nowhere for everybody. For me, it felt weird because we've seen so many injustices and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It takes for.
It just got to a boiling point this year for other people to see shit. So.
Yeah.
But I understand what you mean from our point of view, like
Just speaking from my point of view.
Yeah, like this been happening. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you want to open
This
your
shit
eyes.
that I can remember that happened ain't make the fucking news or the papers or CNN and all that shit.
So then that shit was just changing our world, and then, boom, the NBA and NHL hit us with a bubble.
Send me back, baby.
Yeah, it sent you back. So then we got some NBA action, and it was lit. You know what I mean? We wasn't watching no NHL shit. I think Tampa Bay won their championship or some shit.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Lightning, yeah.
I thought it was in Cali. Yeah.
They were playing Dallas.
Yeah, it was.
Dallas won?
No,
Tampa
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were saying if the Rays had won the World
Yeah.
Series, they would.
Then we got the Lakers won the championship. Of course, we know. And
The Lakers beat the Superstars. Nah.
they beat the Miami Heat. But shit was lit.
The bubble felt like normalcy. Like
Yeah, when sports came back, it felt like a
yeah,
little bit of
because
normalcy.
everything besides them was like
We was getting all these stories, all these injustices.
and you go outside and it's like have a mask on. It was really like separation because that's when people first started coming
Yeah,
outside.
because right before that, still was lockdowns out.
Yeah, remember what was happening in the city before the George Floyd thing, where it was Tale of Two Cities. They was handing out masks in Central Park, but they was whipping our ass down here. You know what I'm saying? So it was still like sketchy to go outside. So when the bubble started, it was a sense of normalcy, like it gave something else to talk about, not just on the platform.
That shit fucked up our fans.
Yeah, that's why I gotta win this shit, man. Gave me second, nigga.
I had LeBron, AD, and Bradley Beal. I was gonna win.
5-time champ, man. But it brought back a sense of normalcy to be in the house. Sound crazy, have somebody get dunked on, or somebody go crazy, they ain't posting on Facebook and shit that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It took away from 5G is giving you corona and all. You know,
remember that?
God,
We gotta remember that. Do you remember the memories?
Remember the conspiracy theorists?
Word.
Where they at now? Jesus Christ, I see them post about other shit now.
Yeah,
So-
they talking about us getting superpowers. That's where they at.
Yeah, so all that shit was going on, and as soon as the NBA started, all that died out, and it brought back, like, football's coming, you know what I'm saying? So, the NBA definitely, I feel, helped. Maybe the NHL too, for their,
their bubble.
their consumers.
And even then, when we got the MLB back, I think the MLB helped the NFL, because the NFL wasn't gonna go into a bubble like the MLB wasn't. So they was catching some cases, but then it slowed down. So we just got to keep it maintained. So
Same shit happened in the NFL that happened in MLB because of.
And they haven't had no cases in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, but first of all, how many people are on your teams?
Yeah, those are things with baseball and football.
And you traveling and it's outside.
Even with the injury team.
And no fans, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of people that's traveling.
And then that's not a bubble because you're traveling and then you letting people go out in their cities, wherever you at, but you might have a curfew. All right, cool. But you
like
be
the
out.
NBA is doing it different.
Yeah, they was in a bubble.
No. I mean, even
This
this
year,
season,
yeah.
Like, they only have, like we were saying, I think, before a few episodes, you know, people be watching. They can only, because Obi Toppin was talking about it, they can only go to certain hotels when they, when they're in the Sun Cities, and certain restaurants are for them, and then, like, they didn't rent this shit out, so it's a little different. Like,
So
he said he had to read a whole manual on this shit.
Yeah, they got like a 90-page thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got an MLB champion, which was the Dodgers, which was cool. That's how Mookie Betts got that. You know what I'm saying?
Mookie, and maybe he got it there.
The reigning champions in the NFL look like they going to repeat. So,
Baby Goat going for 2.
The sports world brought us back like
How many
Cole
chips
said.
Rob Gronk got? He got 4.
3? He don't got less than 3.
Alright, my son about to pass on and be greater than that nigga.
I Hey, whatever. So the sports world brought us back to normalcy, man. Shout out to the sports world, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, like, I don't know if you, like, we've been covering all year. We're not going to get into it, but we're going to say rest in peace to everybody that passed away from the corona stuff, you know what I mean? And the countless names from Jacob Blake to Breonna Taylor to George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Elijah McClain, and the countless of lives that was lost to police brutality, to racial injustice.